Hey guys, this is Bowie, and welcome to my review of the real grade Gundam Mark II in the A.E.U.G color scheme. So to kick things off, we'll start off with the box tour. So as you can see there, on the left you've got the Gundam's head, on the right, the whole Gundam. Very nice looking cover art as you can see there. And on the bottom, just some callouts for the unique features in this inner frame. And of course the completed kit next to its runners and decals. And this side just has a smaller version of the cover art. And this side just has the Gundam with all its different action poses. And it retails for 2,500 yen. So around about 28 Australian dollars if you're interested. And of course you get the typical black back for the real grades. Next up is articulation. So the arm does rotate 360 degrees. And the shoulder goes up that much before popping off. Let me just fix that. And the arm goes up 180 degrees as expected. You can see there. And so now this front skirt. So the front skirt goes up and it goes down. And the side skirt doesn't really have much rotation or movement at all. So that's about it. And the back skirt is all one piece. So it just goes up and it goes down. So now with the backpack, so those go down and up as well. So it goes up that much and it goes down that much. So both those are articulated. Now also in the backpack, I can just focus the camera. There we go. So the thrusters do have some rotation or some movement, so you can just point them to whatever direction you want them to be pointing to. So yeah. Now we'll go with the legs. So just lift up the front skirt and the leg does go up that much and it folds that much. And as you can see, it's being prohibited by the side skirt there, but it does go back that far. So overall, really nice. Last but not least is the waist rotation. So the waist does rotate back side to side, as you can see. Some side to side, and also rotate back and forth. So overall, very nice articulation on this guy. Next up is the color wrap. So this was unique to the real grades, and it's on this one, of course. So you've got the color wraps on the shoulders there, where the thruster is. And also on the side skirts, if you can see that. It is also found on the arm, and where the calf is, for the thrusters there, and where the feet are. And not really any on the back. So they've really executed this color application very well on this guy. Next up is light piping. So this is a feature that was unique to master grades, but it's found on this real grade. So you've got the light piping there on the head, as you can see, and it's clear green, which is already painted. There. Yep, so if you're trying to do custom work and want to paint a different color, you're going to have a bit of trouble with that because it's already molded in green. But for us straight painters, all good. So we'll move on to the accessories of this guy. He does come up with a lot of accessories. First off is the shield. And so this has the silver and gold stickers already on it. And it does have ammo packs right there on the bottom and the top. And that's just the peg system that attaches onto the arm. So it does collapse and it does extend. So more on that later as well. We also have the beam rifle. Very nice looking beam rifle. And as you can see there, it's got the scope that does move up and down. So just put that there. And it does have the metallic green sticker for the camera. So that handle does move up and down, so you can use the other hand to grab onto it. And it does have a detachable ammo pack there. So overall, very nice looking beam rifle. Next up is the beam bazooka. So unlike the RX-78-2 or the Zaku, the bazooka doesn't collapse. So yeah, and that does have a bit of movement, just a little bit. But something I really like is the addition of the detachable ammo pack. So you can just pull that out and push that back in. So it's a very nice feature as well. So you get an extra one, and I'll show you that later. It does attach via a peg system into the hands. So yeah. So we have here the open hand, just one for the right arm. And we also have the trigger finger hand for the right arm. Let's put that down. And you have the posable manipulators as well. So you want to have one for the right and one for the left. So these are the same manipulators you'd find on every other real grade. And they're very posable, as you can see, but just be careful so you don't pop them off. That's a bit of a problem that you can have with these posable manipulators. But yeah, very nice play options with these. Let's put that down. And like I said, there's two of those, one for the right, one for the left. There you go. And like I was saying before, there is the removable ammo pack. And just pan that down. Next up is the head antenna. So that just attaches onto the head, just on the back. And you do get the action base to connect, and that attached to the crotch. And you get a 1:100 scale figure of the pilot there. And that's molded in the same color as the chest. So you get the 1:100 scale beam sabers. So you get two of those, just your typical clear pink beam sabers. So yeah, a lot of accessories with this guy, and I don't know if you can call it an accessory, but you do get a large decal sheet, as you can see there. Intimidating for some people, but I used all the decals. So we'll start off with the beam saber. So the beam saber handle attaches from the back. So just pull it out, like so, and just pull it out. There's a peg there to hold it in place. So that attaches to the 1:100 scale beam saber as well. As you can see there, just very simple, just plug and play. And yeah, and that attaches to the arm. And just to show you, here's what the kit looks like holding the beam saber. No problems at all. So next up is the head antenna. So like I said, that just plugs in from the back of the head. Very simple. One peg on the right and one peg on the left. And it does come with the metallic green sticker for the camera there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And with this on, it does prohibit movement a little bit. So it moves side to side, but just not as much as you'd be able to get without it. But a very nice addition, of course. Next up, we have the beam rifle. So yeah, there's a scope. And it does have a peg system. And that plugs straight into the hand. Honestly, you're going to have a bit of trouble with that hand, so we'll use the trigger finger hand for this one. As you can see there, there's a trigger finger hand. It holds it much better than the posable manipulators. So like I said, there we go. That's what the Gundam looks like. And it does prohibit movement a little bit because of the length of the beam rifle, but honestly, I don't think you're going to have him posing like that very often. So just pull the arm up. You can have him looking down the scope. Right there, gangster style. Looks really cool. Or you could just have the arm up a little bit and just shooting like every other Gundam. So, yeah. Next up is the beam bazooka. So we're going to use the trigger finger hand for this one, so it's going to be much easier. And I'll show you how to attach that on. So we clip that, if I don't drop it, clip that from one half of the hand, and then we'll get the other half of the hand. Let's just put that in. Get the other half and just push it. And that just keeps it in place with no problem at all. So we could just have that plugged in. Better to have the arm straight before you plug it in. So you plug it in, no problem at all. And you can have it on the shoulder there. Let me just do that. Yeah, and that's what the Gundam looks like with the bazooka on its shoulder. So overall, very nice looking bazooka. You can't have it going from underneath because of the way it's built. Yep, side profile, and it looks very nice. And another thing that they include with this kit, so you can actually store away the bazooka on the back of the Gundam. So you just pull that tab down, and you just slide it in. So we're just gonna push the backpack up a little bit, so you're easily able to put that in. And it can handle small shakes as well. So no problem at all. Yeah, it looks very nice. So you can actually remove it from the back if you'd like. So yeah. Now to the shield. So the shield does collapse and extend, like I said, and it does have so it plugs into the back of the arm like that, and it does have articulation there. So 2 points of articulation. Let me just focus the camera. There we go. So it moves back and forth, and that's on a ball joint. So you can move that all the way in a 360-degree rotation. It's a little tight on my kit in particular, but yeah. So we'll just plug that in. Very nice. So like I said, you can rotate the shield while it's still on his arm. Honestly, you'd want to be careful with this, so you could, yeah, just flip it around while holding the attachment point. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. Very nice looking shield. And now we have the action base. So there's the action base connector, and that plugs straight into the action base 2. And I'll show you guys that. And that's what it looks like on the action base. Very nice solid connection. Keeps the Gundam up. Attaches from the crotch. And will survive this shake test, as you can see. So now to conclude, it's a very nice kit. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. Yeah, so very, very nice looking kit. You do have a lot of accessories. I'll show you guys that later. Like with the beam rifle and the beam sabers and all the different hands and other attachments. So yeah, this guy comes with a lot of stuff. So yeah, he's very solid. It's a very nice solid kit. No problems at all. Like the inclusion of the light piping and the inclusion of the stickers, a lot of decals. It could be a plus or a negative for you guys. That's up to you to decide. But you do get a very nice manual, colorful manual, and shows you where to attach all the decals. So yeah, with the light piping feature, very nice solid kit. Looks very great. Looks really menacing, militaristic, and a negative that you could say, is the 1-to-100 beam sabers. I know that irks a lot of people. So yeah. What else? yeah, with the decals, I guess. A plus or a negative, that's up to you to decide. I know a lot of people don't like putting decals, but if you do like putting decals, I suggest you get the water slide decals for this guy. It'll look much nicer, save you time, and yeah, save you time and effort. So with that, guys, I conclude my review, and this guy is a go. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.